Hope that you're doing well. I read and I see that you photographed around Tempe or around school on campus. That it's like a very meaningful and important place. I'm sure in school, I'm finishing my last semester here at ASU and I spend a lot of time on campus. So I'm sure it does have a special meaning to you in one way or another. And sometimes the meanings are exhaustion and, being worn down. And sometimes it's a great, powerful knowledge, awesome experience and everything in between. As I'm going through, some of these are really, really awesome. Some really great compositions, and choice of light is awesome too. But I'll start here at the beginning. This is really, really beautiful. I mean, just the shadow and these lines are really just great. You did a great job. It's great vision. Great choice in black and white too. I think that would have been, or it's better in black and white, and not in color. I'd kind of encourage, if you like this kind of stuff and you like kind of formalism, like formal shapes and structures like this, I would look into a photographer, like one of the great photographers named Edward Weston, who photographed a whole series of just peppers, and they're all about shape and form, and they take on a different meaning too, really, but on the outside they're about shape and form. So take a look into Edward Weston. And this is great too. I like that you're inside and you're showing this different spaces. Yeah, it's a good composition. I like this compact car only, sign in there as well. This one gets a little bit flat. It looks like the blacks, it could go a little bit darker here and like in the shadow areas. It's a little bit bright, but it still works okay. I like your composition. You have good composition. I encourage you, maybe like what would it look like if you got down lower and like shot in between all of these, or down here in between this one with these shadows, just to kind of play with the scene a little bit more and get down on your knees or get higher up, get really low. I've laid on the ground for many photographs and looked kind of silly doing it, but at the end you're happier with your product or your final image or work. These are nice. I like that you're looking at just the shadows. You're not focusing on the trees, but the shadows are nice details. This one does get like kind of washed out or has some funny colors going on. I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but it is awfully yellow, and it looks just a little bit weird to me. Maybe it'd be better in black and white. But yeah, watch the colors and that kind of thing. It looks a little bit confusing. Again, this is great composition too, right here in the middle, leading our eyes up. It's a good solid composition. Yeah, the classroom is good too. And the light is very beautiful here, and the repetition with these patterns are great. Um, yeah, this is great too, this division. Kind of scrolling through, I have some more things I think I want to say. This is really beautiful. I mean, your composition, your eye are really great with a lot of these photographs. And the choice of lighting are really solid with a lot of them as well. This is really just beautiful how it all just moves around. This is a really good photograph. I think would be great to like showcase the school in a way in their architecture. Um, this is nice too. It's a little bit blown out here, but it's still workable. Um, but overall, you wrote about kind of like this is a special place for you. It's more meaningful. Um, and I believe you that it is, but the photographs don't quite show that. I'm sure you spend a lot of time there again, like I do. So like maybe if you had your interaction, maybe if you had your, just an example, if I don't know how many people use pens and paper anymore, but if you had a pencil or a pen or whatever that was a whole written out, this is all the work that you've done, or you're drawing something, this is the ink that went through, that shows like your personal relationship and your connection to this place as well, rather than, these are just kind of, they're very interesting, well constructed visual photographs, but they don't have quite the personal depth that I would like to see or that you wrote about. So the question would be like for you, like how would you insert yourself into these photographs more? How do you make them a little bit more personal, whether it's about the work that you're doing in these rooms or about all these other people in these rooms or your relationship with these people in these rooms and then these spaces, maybe just having a person's shadow walk through would be as a great subtle touch just to add detail, and a personal or like a life touch and activate the space. Um, but you have great compositions. I love this, down the middle, these leaves breaking up the frame. It's great. You have really, really solid compositions, but just think deeper and how can you incorporate yourself and add meaning to the work in your future projects. And if you have any questions, definitely feel free to email me, and I look forward to seeing what you do next time around.